Netizens tore Remi Tinubu to shreds for describing husband as architect of modern Nigeria. Architect of modern Nigeria indeed. The remark was made in a post on her official Facebook page on Thursday, where she wrote, "The architect of modern Nigeria who rekindled hope in the hearts of the people." I don't understand. Rekindled hope where? You hear this, man? Eh? Somebody is making us go through it like this. He said he rekindled hope. Indeed, Abby. If anybody no praise her husband, at least she will praise her husband. So she's just praising her husband because which hope did he rekindle? Nigerians have expressed mixed reactions after the First Lady Remi Tinubu described her husband, President Bola Tinubu, as the architect of modern Nigeria. The remark was made in a post on her official Facebook page on Thursday, where she wrote, "The architect of modern Nigeria will rekindle hope in the hearts of his people." I beg you, all these those kind of things, you don't just take it serious, because if you take, headache will just want to finish you, because you know that they are just lying. Rekindled hope. Where? To who? I beg you. As of 3 days after, it had attracted more than 10,000 reactions, 5,900 comments, and 268 shares, according to the platform. It drew widespread criticism on social media, with many Nigerians using satire, biblical reference, and sharp commentary to express dissatisfactions. Some commenters criticized the government's economic policies. Mohammed Jibo wrote, "The Jagaban of modern Nigeria who removed fuel subsidy completely, revived foreign loans on existing debt, increased taxes instead of salaries, and replaced the national anthem." You can imagine. Others used biblical or historical metaphors. Oluwatimile Emmanuel said, "This is the praise Zacchaeus." Olamilekon says, called the president the Pharaoh of Nigeria. He did not lie. The number one tax collector in our history, while Alade Bernard referred to him as the modern Zacchaeus and borrowing professional. That's how they say. The other person says Jezebel, the praise Zacchaeus. Zacchaeus, the tax collector. Several users expressed disappointment rather than anger. Mevon Kelomejere commented, "Tinubu has the capacity to change things around, but I'm confused. What is happening?" He actually does, because he tried when he was the Lagos State governor. So what exactly is going on is that the man is old. That man is old, and I don't think he's the one running things. I'm telling you, I'm not very sure. I don't even think he's in the country right now. They said he has traveled since December 28th and he's not yet back. Today is what? Today is 18. It is well. Adeka says, "Who increased pain, not rekindled hope?" While Sam Mekais Jr. wrote, "Which hope? I don't know the hope they are talking about." Some responses targeted both the First Lady and the presidency. Joe Marshan said, "Like husband, like wife." While Africa Frank said, "97-year-old man by fourth president." Several users said they visited the comment section for amusement. Hussein Tanjani Hadeja wrote, "I prefer to go straight to the comment section. That is where I find happiness." So, if you check something and you're not reading the comments, and then you're just wasting your time, because that's where all the tea is, the comment section. The reactions comes amid widespread public dissatisfaction over Nigeria's economic condition, following major reforms introduced by the Tinubu administration, including the removal of petrol subsidy, exchange rate unification, increased taxation, and public sector revenue reforms. While the federal government has repeatedly defended the policies as necessary steps towards economic recovery, critics argue that the measures have deepened hardship for millions of Nigerians. No lies. The federal government has also consistently maintained that the reforms are beginning to yield results. Which results? I beg. Citing increased revenue and infrastructure funding, a position it has used to counter opposition criticism. Public frustration over the cost of living has previously triggered protests and sustained criticism on social media, forming the backdrop against which political praise, particularly from government officials, is often met with backlash. This is not the first time Mrs. Tinubu has publicly praised her husband on social media. Her husband, let her praise him, Abi. If she no praise him, who won't praise her? On 8th of January, she wrote that under President Tinubu's leadership, Nigeria was experiencing a rebirth with increased revenue, renewed infrastructure, and clear signs of economic recovery. On 2nd January, she described him as my president, your president, our president in 2026 and beyond. He no go past 2027 no. 2027 last. Thank God Ecosin says Tinubu is Yoruba Matthew, the tax collector. Fatima says, can she hear herself well? Her husband is not yet satisfied by being a governor. She was a senator, now both are in higher positions, still suffering their fellow countrymen and women after all what they have gotten, stolen and misused. Now different taxes are next. we don't know what next though, because they will come up with something very soon. Awolabi Peter says, yes, he has come to incorporate kidnapping, thereby turning it into a multi-billion naira company. Oluwalade says, Shebi you see that face looking Abuja like say, they look Lokoja. Francis says, it's better if Nigeria becomes great, but it is also, she is cautioned this is how they claim President Tinubu is the architect of modern my Lagos, forgetting governors like Lateef Jakonde. Don't mind him, they'll say he was the one that built Lagos. How is he the one that built Lagos? I beg. Everlasting says, please, let's be candid. What else would you have expected the lying wife to do in support of a chronic deceitful president? Remember, she says her family is rich already. They don't need Nigeria's money. It is only fools that will continue to hope on a government like this or a family of liars that are so corrupt and very careless. It is all. Liko Olsen says the same oversized and unmerited title they forced on him on Lagos is the architect of the modern Lagos. Some half-wits fell for it. Don't mind them. Dean says, her view is a reality. Exactly. Her view is a reality. The truth shall always prevail. Kennedy says, this woman is getting very delusional. You don't expect her to come and say her husband is a bad president now. Of course, she's going to hype her husband, even though she knows in the deepest of her heart that lie, she did lie. Kakufa says, you can never get satisfied. You people should be more thankful rather than complaining every day of life. Find things to do. Are you serious? Who is not finding things to do? I beg. Architect of renewed hopelessness. Nana Amma says, because is it not modernizing Nigeria? You said they laugh. No, say they talk rubbish. Samad says, this woman is the definition of I cannot say that one now. Chukemika says she's kind of right because he's the architect of Nigerian modern decline. We are presently the worst country in the world in quality of life or standard of living. I'm telling you, it is all. God help us, my listeners. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.